Welcome to Uncommon Starcraft Into the Forge. My name is Casey, and today we're going to continue this path of improvement. Since the last episode and up until this point, I've been focusing really heavily on a lot of build orders and matchups, and trying to get timings down for 1-1-1. It's something I hadn't ever worked on before. I think I spoke in an earlier video. I'm very big on barracks, factory, barracks, starport, and that's just how my money seemed to flow to me before. So I have a really sloppy build order we're going to try today, regardless of the matchup. Just to give myself some time with it, we're going to go barracks, factory, starport, and we're going to do some things in the middle to get up a third a little faster, and hopefully use some Hellions and a Banshee to provide some harass and give us some time to get our economy going. Now, what I've seen happen is once I get the starport up, my money starts to get out of control. So I'm going to see if I can't control that. So let's go ahead and jump in this game and get it going. You can see I already had custom up this whole time. A little bit of a bonus pool. So looking over these notes while this loads. Top three issues are still map presence, scouting, and supply blocks. You can see I'm looking at 1-1-1. Oh, game's starting. Let's get back into this. So looks like I have a arena with the TVT. So let's get our camera hotkeys set up. There we go. We'll get this first supply depot down and wish them luck. Good luck. Have fun. Alright, as soon as this finishes up, we get the barracks down. Now the opening is very similar. We're still gonna, oh nope, we're still going to bring this SCV over here once it's complete the barracks, but this is when I get my first change. At about 300 minerals, I make sure I have an SCV in place here. I do not have the APM for that. You get one, buddy. I should get another SCB out before that finishes. We're going to build this on the low ground.
Insufficient rescue gas.
Oh, alright, so we're going to get you over here just in time. There we go. Just so he's in place so I'm ready. We're going to get this walled off. Now this one, we'll come down here and he'll make a factory. You get a marine. Let's take a look at what we have. Got to get a reactor up on that barracks as soon as that's done.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Alright, we're going to react to this Reaper with our own Reaper. And let's get this down. Alright, a little off here. Super off, but it's alright, that is okay. Oh, nope. don't need that there. He did delay that pretty well. And I didn't do any damage to him. Let's go ahead and get another barracks down. Float this up, get ready to land it.
Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Not enough
We want this to be Hellion, early Hellion. There we go. He did a lot of good damage there.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Hey, look at that. Good job. Good drops. Let's get over here. There we go. That's what happens when you don't get befuddled.
Not enough minerals.
So, when I meant this was going to be rough, I meant exactly that.
Not enough minerals. Add-on complete. Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals. Upgrade complete. Insufficient vessel gas.
You know what? It's just going to be important that I keep building, I think. And there's a Thor. Holy hell. There's a Thor. That is awesome. That is ridiculous. I'm... GG. Oh, I'm not... Wait. GG. Good harass. Alright. Out of my element. Very out of my element. And there wasn't just the cheese. I wasn't even comfortable with what I was doing without the harass. But it was very good. So, good match. I'll take it. So, we're gonna watch this, and I'm not gonna pick apart everything. I want to take some notes on a few things and then move on from there, kind of see what he was doing. And what did I notice when I got up here. So, like this, yeah, ×4 should be fine. Nothing unusual. He walls off immediately. He's going double gas. You know, I probably could have kept my Reaper in here long enough to see that. That should have been some bells and whistles ringing in the head. Double gas, no expo. Did I see it? Did I pay attention? Because good job of controlling that Reaper. Let's see. Good job of controlling that Reaper. I didn't see the double gas. He just panicked me. So he came down here. And this one Reaper, I believe, gets a lot of work done. And it gets me often, actually. One Reaper really takes a lot of my concentration. So we one base. Well, there's a second. Quick armory. Could have been a good scan, I guess, at this point. I was recovering, right? Keep my money a little low. And then he had a good drop. I wouldn't mind 2 Marines. I wouldn't have thought 2 Marines would have been such a big deal. I don't drop with 2 Marines, but he does a good job of pinning that down. Okay, let's come back up here. Alright, so there's the Thor, just due to the fast armory. Building a second factory to produce more Thors. And he's keeping reactor pressure. That's nothing more than reactor pressure. He's got one medevac, 2 Marines, reactor pressure at the front. Because his harassment did a good job. I think I could align those shots up more effectively. And then he walks this Thor down here. That is something else. Stops exactly 16. Does he ever actually expand it? I mean, I went 3. I went super greedy. But this 111 is supposed to... Well, supposed to, on some level when executed properly, give you some time to defend. I could have, or should have, transitioned all of these. I don't think I even... So the game plan fell apart, obviously. Right here, you can see this should have been moved for a Banshee harass. This should have been moved off to build another reactor for future barracks. I never got the barracks going. If we look at my units at this point, I'm down to 4 SCVs, and that was due to this Thor. Just pulled him. I think I had lost as soon as I saw the Thor without having seen it already. So a lot of things to work on, but I'm going to have to say that I'm going to continue to work in the Salt tool, and I'll probably put up actually another video about the work in the Salt tool and how I use it and how I'm going about my deliberate practice. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's drop this in the GG tracker real quick, and let's see if how my spending was even with all the goofs. So good match really was. I don't want to take that away. Let's see. I don't want to take that away from my opponent. If you can get a Thor drop in, not a drop, but a Thor in, without me seeing it, shame on me. Absolutely shame on me. So, okay, so I kept my spending up. But as you can see here, you know, in this bronze, it doesn't matter if you aren't paying attention and you don't have a good sense of the game. So, spending's not everything. It's just one of the metrics I personally like to use. Thor drop. What a day. Let's see. Lessons learned. Is this you getting the right? Yeah, you are. Okay. So TVT. I'd previously been looking at tank production being important, and that walls weren't a big deal. Turrets needed to defend or deny drops. I think one of the builds I'm working with now actually has late turrets, so it really requires me to harass and see things coming, and whether or not I need to shift out of it for turrets. But we'll talk about that probably in, like I said, the deliberate practice video. You'll see maybe 1 or 2 of those a week as I go over the training methods, because this journey isn't all ladder. It can't be. You have to do some work outside of the ladder. So we're going to go and write Thor Rush 1 base. So we saw double gas, no expo. Alright, so just something we saw. If we see it again and it becomes a common trend, we'll know what to look for. I kind of want to see what builds come out of a double gas without an expo in the future. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. We're going to be on tilt for a while, I think. We're going to get a lot worse before we get a lot better, especially now that we're changing tempos, and you're going to see some huge mistakes. But that's what this is. I'm not going to get into platinum on a 2-base all-in tank marine medevac. I mean, I might get into platinum, but I would stagnate there, right? So it's not about reaching the league above us. It's about just getting better. So, hey, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoy this, some of you have been providing some great feedback in the comment section. Please continue to do so. You can probably see some of this switch, some of the switch I'm working on from your comments. In fact, I want to say it was Bertman has provided so much feedback, and that's why I'm looking and practicing an early Hellion with some Banshee that we didn't quite get to see this time, because we used our harassment units to counter harass. So hey, again, thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe. Have a beautiful StarCraft day.